It, we would just have to say to one another, well, just apply the same experience in your life as an adult. Because when we were kids, it was so easy to bond if we were all on the playing together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, somewhere along the line, we checked play at the door and said, it's not an adult thing. Hey,
So
Trista.
I'd like to officially welcome you,
Okay.
Robert, and we're going to get our play date set up and go and moving. And as people come in, I'll just keep admitting them.
Yeah, you bet.
So I'm really excited to be hosting Robert Mandelson. And when I attended one of his workshops a number of years ago, and it was so refreshing and so much fun, and I felt good like for weeks afterwards. It was way fun. And then we connected on LinkedIn. And I thought, this would be really great to bring him in, because what we do at Shift Management is workplace happiness, and workplace happiness through leadership development. And leaders, when they do anything to improve their lives, then 67% of their workforce is copying them. And copying them at a 67% rate. I mean, so everything that we do to improve our own workplace happiness in a leadership position also influences employees, and employees doing this also influences the culture of the company. So Robert is a big advocate for positive workplaces, for having fun at work, and for positive mental health. And since COVID, people have become really significantly impacted by emotions that they didn't think would ever have anything to do with work. And now they're realizing that they need to manage their own emotions differently. And a big part of doing that is just learning to play again. So that's why I'm excited to bring Robert on. He's got a whole lot of recreation credentials. And he said to me that, and he has a podcast coming out soon. I also interviewed him for our podcast. And he said to me, he was thinking, when I grow up, how can I keep playing? And what a great idea, So without further ado, Robert, take it away and help us to figure out how to be more playful at work and the benefits of that.
Well, I think that I'm pretty much sure that was the most formal introduction I've had since the start of COVID. So thank you very much, Marie. Thank you very much. Everybody, like Chris and Mona and Berna, put your microphones on. And if you're there, Trista, and if it's pronounced Najla, everybody put their cameras and their audio on. Put your audio on, because imagine us just being here in a workshop room together. I wouldn't expect you in your workshop room, to sort of be like this. So there you go. So it helps me feel connected. It helps me feel connected. So what's the story, Chris? What's the story?
The story.
Yeah, what's the story?
Well, do you know what? Part of my story is I work in recreation, so you're preaching to the
right on. Wow.
I don't but we forget how to play as well. And I manage a fairly large team, 60 or 70. And they basically they're lifeguards mostly, and custodial staff and operations staff, right? So if I have to bolt out of the picture every once in a while to answer a radio call here, that's what it's about. But I'm always interested in things to do, and we're just starting to ramp up to do in-person in-services again. So I'm looking for ideas, and I'm sure I'll get them from.
Well, Darcy, give me Chris, give me a high five here, right there. A fellow recce, Everybody stand up, just stand up. Ona, stand up. Berna, stand up. Marie, and give Chris a standing ovation here. A big standing ovation. You bet. Give him the big O, Berna. Give him the big O. Oh, come on, Berna. Give him the big O. Wow. Chris, I'm honored. I'm going to pass the show over to you now. Pass the show over to you.
No. No. I was also going to say, Marie, my day starts at 7, so I just like this is not the start of my so it's like I'm eating my lunch to go this day. So hey, whatever. It's just we're all different, but yeah, that's the thing. And I also know that it's important that we look at this from an emotional intelligence kind of perspective, right? And yes, I've been
Chris, you're going down a path of sounding way smarter than me right now. You sound way smarter than me. But you know, Chris, you matter. You totally matter. But you sound way smarter than I am. So we'll stop you now. Like, that's pretty smart you are. Chris, who's above you? Who's above you?
Well, there's a supervisory level.
No, directly above you. Here, who's above you?
Nobody.
In the screens.
It's you and me and Marie right at the top. So.
Okay, everybody, just high five whoever's above you. Just high five anybody who's above you. You bet. And just high five anybody who's below you. Totally. And off to the side. Come on in, Sherry. We'll give you the big high five. We'll give you the big high five, Sherry. What's the story, Mona, who's struggling a little bit with sinus congestion today? How you doing, Mona? What's the story?
I guess it's stress at work mostly. Sometimes you just have too much work and you're trying not to get burdened after all of that work and just stay light-spirited and
yes,
not take it to heart, you know what I mean?
Yes, well, you need to hang out with Chris. He's a recreation guy. He's all over play, all over fun at work, you know. I appreciate you being here this morning, totally respecting you know, how unwell you're feeling. Can we give Mona a big hand for being here this morning? Way to go, Mona. Can you throw a little bit of love her way? Can you just throw a little bit of love her way? Come on, Berna, throw a little bit of love her way. A little bit of love for Mona. A little bit of love. She needs lots of love this morning. Lots of love. You bet. Yeah, exactly. What's the story, Berna, who apparently it's Wednesday today in Berna land.
It's actually Thursday now. It's midnight.
It's Thursday midnight. And you know what? Thursday midnight, you look awesome. You look awesome.
I just have a light in front of me.
What's the story?
The story is I'm balancing family life and my work. So I have a 6-year-old and she's in first grade and I'm assisting her in her online classes. And at the same time, I'm also, working online. It's a blessing for me that my work is just online. I don't have to travel. So that's good. But when someone gets sick at home, I also get sick. Right? Like right now, I don't sound like myself. I have a cold.
Have you been hanging out with Mona?
Yeah.
Probably.
Mona spreading germs across the
Probably, yes.
It's the flu season.
You're floating the germs towards Berna a little bit, moving them along.
Yeah. But I do have playtime with my daughter, and I'm older now, but I still play with toys. It's my relaxed time. It's my downtime.
You know what's beautiful about Berna? Chris goes to work to play, right? He goes to work to play. Berna brings play to her life. She brings play to her life. Now, I'm not saying that Chris doesn't play in life. I'm sure he does. But Berna schedules play in her life. And how does that feel to bring play into your daily life? How does that feel, Berna?
It actually makes me feel more productive at work.
Yes. Fascinating. It's almost like it's overly simplistic. You look very serious now, Berna. Very serious. What's the story, Marie? Marie, what's the story? What's the story?
Well, my parents were from Germany and from Russia. So it's like work. And, anything that isn't work isn't worthy. And so that was kind of the whole mentality. And I mean, it's not that they were had no fun, but it just was a lot of emphasis on that. And I think I've really adopted that into what I do. So I am an artist, right? I'm an artist, and I also used to direct theater and
Yes.
choirs. I'm a musician, so I have a lot of an arts background, but it was always working to help other people express their own artistic stuff.
Yes.
And then, what I do now is also to help people realize their potential and reach their goals. I don't spend a lot of time playing myself. So I thought, well, the only way I'm going to do this is to have children in my life more. So I invited my neighborhood kids to do some art on Zoom. And I just asked them, and we've been doing that for a couple of months, every second Sunday. And I asked them, would you guys like to come in person now? If we have to wear masks or whatever, we could do that. And they're all, yes, let's do that. And they're like, maybe we could play some games. And I'm going, oh, this is going to be fun. And the thing is, I think when your children get older, you just don't play as much. And so like Berna, I get opportunities to play with the grandsons that live in Edmonton. And you chase them around and they're fun, and they always have lots of games that they keep making up all the time. And my youngest guy, who's almost 2, is always making up little rhythms and then engaging you in the rhythm. So he's going ba 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 and stuff like that. Like it's just, you just can't not be engaged with it, and you just feel so good afterwards.
Yes.
And yeah, that's the thing. I think kids bring that out in us. And when kids go to the old folks home where my father is with, the old folks home, they all pep up just because the kids are jumping and running and laughing, and because there's just no fun in an old folks home, let me tell you.
Yeah. It's and all that art and music that you're doing, that's totally play. That's totally play.
Well, I'm not doing it because I'm working all the time. So I thought if I don't bring kids in, I'm not going to play. So it makes me play to have kids around. So that's my story. If I don't have kids around, I just stop playing. And so I don't know what the solution is to that.
Music and art is like your best friend. It's kind of like your best friend. Do you miss your best friend?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting, eh? When you don't play with your best friend, which could be some form of play, be it art, be it toys, be it recreation, be it something to relieve stress. It's like you haven't played with your best friend for a while,
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of miss your best friend, Chris, what do you think of this definition of play? What do you think of this definition? Can you read that?
Is the fastest, most successful.
Chris.
I think so.
Chris, a little more energy there, Chris. a little more, yeah.
I don't believe that he's a recreation coordinator.
Yeah, exactly. A little more recreation into that.
Well, okay, hold it still. Play is the fastest, most accessible remedy for any adult experiencing mental health challenges, for it alone frees the soul from pain, sufferings, and hardships, and thus creates space for, your name's in the way, you to be happy to step in and ignite our spirit and energy.
Yeah, awesome. What's your take on that definition there, Chris, being the recreation expert? Share with Berna your take on this. Talk to Berna. Talk to her and say, Berna, here's my take on this definition. Talk to her, Chris.
I think play has to be doing.
First say hi, Berna. I'm talking.
Hi, Berna.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah. Well, what I find in that definition that I like is that you have to do something. Very seldom can you think yourself out of a bad mental health or any kind of situation, right? So quite often play for us is, we got to go get out into the pool and do something, and that's what I like about what you said with toys as well. I mean, we all have our own toys. Yeah, that's a really good way of doing something to get by whatever it is you're going through. So,
and Berna,
self-care is important.
What would you like to say back to Chris? And by the way, give him a high five and talk to him as if the two of you are in a coffee shop. Like it's just the two of you. You're having your latte right now. It's just you and Chris sitting around the coffee shop, yeah. I love the drama you bring, Marie. Talk to Chris and give him your take on this. Well, Chris.
Chris, I agree with you, and I think it's, when you're stressed, when you're feeling a bit vulnerable, especially with what you're going through, I think play is the easiest thing that you can turn to get your mind back on track and release some of that stress.
Yes. Yes.
Robert, I just wanted to jump in quick to say that last week, I did a workshop in British Columbia with one of my clients. It's the first in-person thing they've had in 3 years.
No.
And some of them had never met each other, although they've been working together for up to 5 years. And so I asked them in every exercise that we did to please say the name of the person they were speaking to.
Yes.
And to greet them. And they had the hardest time doing that.
Yes.
And so when you said, Chris, say hi to Berna, say hi to Chris, I think like we have become so isolated that we're now just shrinking down into not even saying people's names. And I said, it is really like when people hear their name from someone, it's not an angry name, it's you're hearing the name. It's music to your ears to hear your name, right?
Yes.
And if you don't ever use people's names, they never feel validated. And a great way to acknowledge them is to just say their name,
Yes.
And so then they kept going through the rest of the workshop and going, so Mona, this is what I'm thinking. Like they just really, but the thing is, they were exaggerating it, but it became their norm by the end of the workshop. They were actually using each other's names more, and it made a huge difference to their interaction because they were like this the whole time until they started using names.
Okay, everybody, let's celebrate Marie's name. Arm to the right. Everybody, arms to the right. Arms to the right. Chris, arms to the right. Okay, just follow me. Marie. Okay, I'm the only one chanting here. That's not good. I'm the only.
It feels weird to say my own name.
Right, Chris, arms to the right. Bruna, Marie.
Can we use someone else's name
One
now?
more time, Marie. Toss her a little bit of love. Send the love to Marie. Yo Mona. Come on, everyone. Yo Mona. Mona. Okay, just Chris. Do give a cheer to Mona. Just Chris. We'll watch Chris. Go for it, Chris. Like this.
I'm trying to think of something that. Oh, that kind.
Oh,
Mona.
Yeah, right on, Chris. Oh man, how do you feel now that you've had your name celebrated, Marie? How do you feel?
Well, I feel a little embarrassed actually, but I'll be fine.
As long as nobody was hurt in this experience, nobody was hurt. Okay, today we're going to do something like this. What does it say, Berna?
Invent a new game.
Today we're going to invent a new game. And usually when I say invent a new game, the audience does this. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Okay, one more time. Go for it, Berna.
Invent a new game.
Yes, here we go. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Okay, let's just have Mona do it. Go for it, Mona.
Okay. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
For everyone that has their camera off, it'd be great if you could put it on. We're just all being silly together. So it gives Robert some more people to interact with.
Yeah, you bet. I appreciate it.
And if you're feeling shy, remember that I'm always going to be the one most humiliated first. So I'll take it all. And then you can.
No, there's none of that. There's not, because remember, you matter. Everyone matters.
I know, but I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind taking the risk is what I'm saying.
So Bruna said we're going to invent a new game. And Marie, we're also going to
Play a new game.
play a new game. So we're going to invent a new game and play a new game. Any thoughts on that, Chris? Any thoughts on that? Chris?
I'm looking forward to it.
You know, your excitement and enthusiasm, it's so visual. It's so visual. You sound a little bit too serious there for me, Chris. It's like
That's what happens when play becomes your work. The same thing happened to my sister, who's a musician.
Mhm.
She stopped being a professional musician because it felt like work.
oh my God, it's so true, right? It's like taking your hobby to work. Within time, it doesn't feel like a hobby anymore.
Mhm.
Now it feels like work. Totally. So we're going to invent a new game, and then we're going to play a new game. And any thoughts on that, Marie? Are you kind of wondering how we're going to do that?
Yeah, I just want to do it. Let's go.
Okay. Well, there's only 5, and I don't even want to call them rules, but 5 happenings that need to go on in this invent a game, play a new game. And what are the 5 happenings that need to take place, Berna?
I think you need talking, cooperating, fun, creative, and listening.
Yes, and do you think this is something we can do together, Mona? Just give us a nod. Is this something we can do? Yeah, you bet. So let's have a lot of talking, a lot of cooperating, a lot of creative, a lot of listening, and a lot of fun. And we're, Brenda, we're going to check in with that later on. We're going to check in with that and see how well we did on that. Are you nervous that we're going to check in on that? Are you a little bit nervous? We're going to check in on that?
Not really. I'm just curious with what the new game is.
Well, let's invent it. And I'm going to ask all of you to stand up, just stand up and stretch a bit, just stretch a little bit and just turn around and say it with passion. I am an inventor. I am a new game inventor. Give me the love. I
am a new game inventor.
Inventor. Awesome. I'm going to play with you today. I am a new game inventor. So, Marie, you're going to help us develop the storyline. You're going to be in charge of the storyline, Marie. And here are 3 choices regarding the storyline of our new game. Here are 3 choices. Would you like the storyline to our game to be about superheroes? Would you like it to be about dinosaurs? Or would you like it to be about technology?
Oh, superheroes.
Superheroes it is.
Yeah.
Superheroes, it is. Thank you, inventor. Thank you, new game inventor. So everybody make a mental note that the storyline to our game, according to Marie, is going to be about superheroes. Now, Marie, I'm going to give you a second category. Where should this game be played? In our imagination. Where should the game
In a desert.
That could be one of the 3 choices.
Oh, sorry. Did you have choices I was going to pick from?
Would you like choices?
Sure.
Okay, let's give them. Would you like the game to be played in the superheroes game be played underwater in our imagination? Would you like it to be played in a beehive? Or would you like the game to be played in clouds?
Ooh, I think I'm going to go with the beehive.
Excellent. So what do we have so far, Chris? What's the storyline to the game?
Let's see. We have superheroes in the clouds.
In a beehive.
In a beehive, yeah.
Yes. So the storyline to the game is some kind of superheroes, and where we're going to play the game in our imagination is inside a beehive. Now, Berna, what roles will all the players have or take on in the game itself? Now we have superheroes playing a game inside a beehive. And what are their roles? And here are 3 choices. Are you ready, Bruno?
Yep.
Okay, they can be leaders. They can be leaders. They can be imposters, or they can be liberators. So liberators, imposters, or leaders. That's what the roles of the players in the game will be in the beehive on the theme of the storyline superheroes. Will it be leaders, imposters, or liberators?
Leaders.
Awesome. So apparently we have a group of leaders playing in a beehive, a group of leaders playing in a beehive, and in some capacity there's a storyline around superheroes. Mona, how's it sounding so far?
Yeah, sounds great.
Does it? I thank you for that. Mona, I'm going to give you a choice now. Help me determine what the objective of the game. We're inventing a new game. We're all inventors. What is the objective of the game? Here are 3 choices. Is the game to accumulate points? Is the game to encourage plenty of happy? Or is the game around elimination? The players are eliminated. So elimination, gathering points, and plenty of happy.
Plenty of happy.
Excellent. Plenty of happy. So we've got a storyline, something to do with superheroes. Apparently we'll be playing in a beehive, and as leaders, there'll be plenty of happy going on in this game. Okay, you're on, Chris. Are you ready? You got the last 2 categories. Thanks, Sherry. Imagine we are bringing toys to the game. Imagine. Would the toys be a fly swatter? Would the toys be hula hoops? Or would the toys be frisbees? Again, if there were toys as part of the game, would they be frisbees, fly swatters, or hula hoops?
Frisbees, definitely.
Okay, we've got frisbees in the game there, Mona. Frisbees in the game. A lot of happy going on with our superheroes, inside a beehive, and apparently the roles that we're going to play are leaders.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to mute. Chris, if your radio's come on, maybe you could mute.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
And our last category, Chris, what is the action that we'll be doing in the game? Here are 3 choices. Will there be crawling? Will there be running? Or will there be sitting? Crawling, you're on. Okay, here's the game. The storyline is superheroes, Berna. We're in a beehive. Apparently we're all leaders to the game. With plenty of happy, says Mona, plenty of happy going on. We'll be playing with frisbees, and a little bit of crawling going on as well. So remember, the objective of the game, according to Mona, is plenty of happy. That's the objective of the game. So I want you to go into your homes where you are right now, or wherever you are, and go find an item, any item in your home, and bring it back that you believe best represents plenty of happy. Go get something. Go get something that's plenty of happy. Just go get something that's plenty of happy. Awesome. Plenty of happy.
Okay, I'm in my office, so it's limited what I've got, but this could be happy.
The elastic band. Oh, wow. Way to go, Mona. Plenty of happy. The elastic band. We got the, wow, I haven't seen one of those. Wow, what do you call that, Mona?
I call it exercise ball.
The exercise ball. And Marie brought an exercise elastic. She brought an
No,
exercise.
it's kind of like a slingshot, I think.
It's kind of
maybe-
like.
It could be like a slingshot.
Kind of like.
I just,
Now,
I don't
and
have, I don't really want to break my little elephant, so I'm not using that, but maybe I'll find something I can slingshot.
Bruna, what did you bring? Oh,
Plenty
right
of colored pens.
on. Awesome. You know, just the colors themselves bring a lot of happy to me. Mona, show Bruna what you brought.
Wow.
Wow. Marie brought a slingshot. I'm not sure why, but
That's, I'm in an office. It was this or the stapler.
That's-
Better choice.
This seems like it would be less dangerous.
And Chris, what did you bring? That's plenty of happy.
Flashlight.
Oh, flashlights are too much fun. Yeah, we're gonna need those in the beehive. It's dark in there.
That's good. You know, how many of us would like to elect Marie as the new game coordinator? If you'd like to elect Marie as the new game coordinator, give us a Marie. Go, Marie.
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 Thanks, Marie.
And
Like
everybody
an
give her a
outnumbered.
high five. Everybody give her a big high five. Give her the big high five. Come on, blow her a kiss. Just blow her a kiss. Chris,
Oh,
come
thank
on.
you.
Just blow her a kiss. You bet. Awesome. So
I'm
Marie,
missing kisses from a few people.
you'll be catching Bruna's germs, apparently. So as the new game coordinator, do you recall all the elements to the game, Marie?
Superheroes in a beehive, crawling, plenty of happy.
Frisbee
Frisbee, there's
Leaders.
frisbees, yes.
and leaders.
Leaders, yes, frisbees. and leaders.
And all the happy things and stuff that everybody brought.
Yeah, plus all the
Yeah.
stuff we've got.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. So as the new game coordinator, you have 5 to 7 minutes to coordinate the group, and invent a new game with all the elements. Because I'm gonna leave for about 5 to 7 minutes, and I'm gonna come back, and I'd like to see you play the new game. But of course, if you remember, Bernadette said what needs to happen in the game. Berna?
Talking, cooperating, lots of fun, creative, and listening.
Yes, and I trust Marie wonderfully to pull this all together. The superheroes in a beehive, in the role of leaders, with frisbees, crawling towards the objective of plenty of happy. And you have 5 to 7 minutes, Marie, to pull it all together with the team to invent a new game. I'll be back in 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, team. How about we start with what we would do with each of these things?
Okay. Well, I've got a ball, so we can throw it at each other. I mean, imagine throwing it to each other and playing with it.
Good idea. Do you want to take the ball and pretend you're throwing it to each of us on the screens?
Okay.
This would be really fun if we could do this in person, but it could be interesting.
Mhm.
Okay, so maybe how about you name the person and then I'll try to catch it and then I'll name the next person and try to catch it.
Okay.
Whoever.
Berna, catch.
Okay, I'll pass this on to Marie.
Got it. Okay, Chris, you're on.
Hey, how about we do this in the dark so we can use my flashlight?
Oh, good idea.
I'll
How are we gonna catch the ball?
strap it on my head.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, all right. Is it one of those attachable?
No, not really, but I'm thinking,
Well, if we're going to crawl
we could just-
around, we could use the flashlight to find something crawling around.
That's probably a better idea.
How about we find the elastic?
Mhm.
And
cro-
so, mhm.
Sorry, go ahead.
And so that we don't get lost and, make several turns in the same way, we can probably use this because
Markers.
in markers, yeah.
Yes.
I have some glow in the dark ones. So we
Okay,
could use
okay,
that.
so you've got some glow in the dark markers to stick in different
Mhm.
places.
Mhm.
And how do we deal with all of the bees in here? Or are the bees the superheroes? Or,
My superpower is flying, so I will fly around.
okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, we could each have a superpower. It's a great idea.
Mhm.
We're
Mhm.
superheroes, so we have superpowers.
All right, so my superpower is going to be flexibility. I can move into any kind of contortion and small and large space.
And reform.
Yeah, and reform.
Mm.
What's
Okay,
your
my superpower then would be like probably seeing in the dark with the glow in the dark pens,
Ooh, that's a good one. We need that
Ooh,
one for
yeah.
sure.
night vision.
Okay.
Chris, what's your superpower?
I think I want to be a shapeshifter to turn into a bee to play
Oh,
frisbees with them.
Mhm.
Okay, great.
Well, we have. I like frisbees. We have a disc golf course nearby. It's like golfing, but frisbees, right? So
Mhm.
it's yeah, it's quite the game. But anyways,
So
but I can do
how
that
we're
with
gonna-
bees. I can do that with bees because
Okay.
yeah. I
How will
can
we
turn
start this game?
Well, when I work with preschoolers, generally I say 1, 2, 3, go.
All right. 1, 2,
And we
3.
start.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, go. And then when we say go, do we each start showing our superpowers? Do you want to do
I
that?
think we should stand in a circle, and
Uh-huh.
then I will start by throwing the ball
Okay.
to Bernadette. Bernadette can see it in the dark. Then she's gonna
Mhm.
throw it to somebody else, and then they will use their superpower to find the ball because they can't see. The only person who can, well, Chris and Bernadette can see in the dark. Chris is basically, he has a flashlight, so he can see with it whether he's a bee or not. And Bernadette can see in the dark. I can't
Mhm.
see in the dark, so I will be standing and throwing the ball. But if I can't see it, I will be flying around, I guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
What about
Maybe
you,
I need-
Marie?
Maybe I need a different superpower because
Yeah.
Chris's is a shapeshifter and mine's too similar to that. So
Mhm.
maybe I can have an invisibility cloak.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I can become invisible whenever I want to. That's my superpower.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I could just appear and reappear whenever somebody needs help.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So what obstacles do we have in this game to overcome?
Mounds of honey dripping off of the walls.
Cool,
Mhm.
that's a good one. Yeah, sticky.
I have a
Mm.
sweet
Okay.
tooth, so.
Mhm.
And dead ends.
Mhm.
Dead ends, mounds
Yeah.
of honey. Do we have any
Well-
problems with bees?
Yeah. I mean, I'm flying, but I'm still exposed to bees' bites. And
Mhm.
Maybe we need a superpower that can be the antidote to bee stings or something.
yeah, maybe.
Okay.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't forget, you'll be playing your game. You'll be playing your game. 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Okay. So Chris, you're gonna go. Who's gonna, or Mona, you're gonna go. No, Chris, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, go. And then when you say go, what do we each do? Each of us.
I
We
think
start with
Chris-
Mona doing the ball.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then what do we do?
And then we go. I am thinking about the beehive as a maze, and I
Mhm.
think since Chris can shapeshift into a bee, he can, like, the bees will not be like much of a hindrance to us because he can communicate with them, and then we can ask for directions where we can find the elastic.
Oh, good idea. Good
yeah.
idea. Yeah, right.
It's like it's like we're going through a maze, and Chris
Yes.
will be, yeah,
And if
Chris
there's
will,
mounds of honey, if there's honey dripping down, I'll just shoot them with my
Yeah,
slingshot. I'll
yeah.
just shoot them
yeah.
out.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We can
All right.
pretend we're finding objects maybe
Yeah.
as well, fun objects that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe we have to
Lose
find
the
some of
ball.
those. Why do we have to find 3 or 5 of those colors?
Mm-hmm.
What are the colors that we should do? Pick maybe 3 because we won't have that much time. So maybe pick 3 colors we have to find, Berna, from your markers.
Yeah, I picked blue.
So if you want to like hold them up. And so then when we find it, what are we going to do when we find one? We have to find the 3 so we can get out of the beehive.
Yes, exactly.
We have to find all 3 markers to get out of the beehive.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably those 3 markers represent, like, if they come together, they become a key, so that we can get
Yeah.
out of the beehive.
Good. And then we can, so whenever we find a marker, then we can buzz.
Yes, okay.
Mhm.
Then, yeah.
All right. I think we're ready.
Did you need to practice?
And we're
Yeah.
we're ready to go.
You're ready? You're right. Mona, I am pumped here. I am so pumped.
Me too.
So thank you, all the inventors. Can you give yourself a big standing O, to all the inventors, oh. And can we give a big high five to Marie as our new game coordinator? Thank you, Marie, being the new game
Hey,
coordinator.
Marie.
During the Invent a Game experience. I have one question for Chris. How did everybody do? How did the group do with?
We
talking?
were talking, Jan, cooperating, having a lot of fun. That was the goal. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like we were listening and certainly being creative, that's for sure, with the objects that we had. So
Yeah.
this is a creative experience.
Yes, exactly. Given that we only have a few minutes
Yes.
Mhm.
So
to do that.
it supports what Marie was saying earlier, that once we get into the sandbox together and we don't think of what we're doing as work, and we're under and how funny we're under a tight timeline, great things can happen when we introduce playfulness into the experience, and a lot can get accomplished. And how does and at the end of the day, hold on a minute, at the end of the day, hold on a minute, at the end of the day, how's everybody's mental health? Mona?
Great, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Very
Berna,
high, happy.
totally, Chris.
Yeah.
I know, it's so, it's so, it doesn't even require a budget. That's the whole thing. There's no budget for play. You
Mhm.
don't need a budget for
Well,
play.
there is a cost to elastics and markers.
Yeah.
The office supplies. And Berna, if you can give a positive ta-da to somebody in the group, I would love you to give a positive ta-da to somebody. But stand up, Berna. Stand up, Berna, and give a big ta-da and tell them that you are good, you have value, you make a difference. Give a positive ta-da to somebody.
Chris, you're good. You have value. You make a difference.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Thanks, Berna.
Exactly. Chris, give a positive ta-da to someone in your group, one of the other inventors.
Well, I'm standing, but my camera isn't letting me stand. But Mona, you make a difference. You participated and definitely have value.
Thank you.
Right on,
Ta-da!
Mona. Right on, Mona. Marie, is there somebody that you'd like to give a positive ta-da to?
Well, I could do the whole group because I think am I the last
Yes.
person to do it? So I'd like to give a positive ta-da to the group because we were really great cooperating together, and it was really quick how we came together with the game idea. And thank you, a ta-da to you, Robert, for coming up with these great ideas for being creative. I really love. So to the group and to Robert, you are good, you have value, and you make a difference. Ta-da!
All of a sudden, Mona isn't thinking about her sinus problem. It's It's fascinating.
Yes.
I know, like she's just like lit up like a incandescent light bulb, you know?
So much wrong.
Rona, is there somebody you'd
That
like
could be
to know?
fever.
Yeah, could be the fever, that's right. That's probably it. I would like to give my ta-da to all of you guys and to you, Rob. Thank you so much.
Hey, we haven't seen the game yet. We do.
No.
Should we try it? Before
Well,
we forget our game.
I just wanted to, first I wanted to thank all of you for joining us this morning, you know, respecting the time of day, Berna, respecting the sniffles, you know, Mona, respecting the fact that Chris is saying, look, I'm a rec guy, I can do this stuff. But I am so thrilled to meet you, Chris. In the 15 years that I've been doing this, you're the first recreation guy that's ever attended one of my workshops. But I do want to thank you, Marie. You and I go way back, and then there was a huge gap of time that we didn't speak to each other or see each other. And then I totally appreciated you reaching out to me last fall. And she invited me to take part in a lot of different things. And some of them happened, some of them didn't happen, but that's okay, because the most important one to happen is the one that we're doing right now, And you're such, I want to say something much bigger than you are a proponent of play, but you embrace play in all that you do. And you show it so wonderfully through the theatrics and the drama of your body and your hands. And you're so quick-witted as well. Don't ever lose that. It's a
I
wonderful.
feel like I am. I need to get back into doing improv, so I don't.
Yes, get back into doing improv. Exactly. So I just wanted to express my appreciation. Have a couple of other things to share with everybody before we leave. We got another 9 minutes. Do you have a name of your game? Do you actually have a name of your game?
I can suggest a
Really think
name.
about that.
What's your suggestion, Mona?
Superheroes Maze.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay,
Beehive Maze.
Oh, can we? Ooh,
Ooh, ah.
Ladies and gentlemen, live on Wednesday morning from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, a powerful play experiences, Positive Workplace Mental Health presents, Mona, what's the name of the game?
Superheroes Beehives Maze.
Yes. Woo! Woo! Okay, you're on. Go for it.
Hey, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Bernadette.
Marie.
I'm flying.
No, oh no, we can't see because it's so dark. I don't know where to throw the ball anymore. Oh, where we're gonna put it? I'm gonna put the ball in my slingshot. Okay, here it goes.
Oh,
Did I hit
I'm
anybody?
using my flashlight.
I found the
Here, I got it.
Oh, the ball rolled down into that little corner down there in the
Oh, yeah,
labyrinth.
look at that.
I'm behind
I'm
it.
gonna
I'm
try to
flying
get in
behind it.
there.
I've transformed into a bee to get them to help us.
Thank you, Chris. You're our leader.
Yeah,
I found
flashlight.
Marker. That's the first marker. I have it.
Yay! Our first
Yay.
marker. That's
First marker,
Yay.
yay, yay. 2 more to go, 2 more to
There you
go.
go. And that is
Hey,
the
let's
key
go
to have to
find
get
it.
out. Oh,
Okay,
no,
over
those
there
bees
in
are
that
coming.
corner, over there.
They're
I
gonna
see it,
sting
I see
us.
it.
Oh no! Ah, the bees are
Talk
gonna
to
sting
Second
them,
one,
us.
talk
second
to the
marker.
bees.
Yay.
Second one. Yes.
Yay, found
Chris,
it.
they're all gonna sting us. What are we gonna do? Help
Oh,
us.
wait, no. They're gonna back off. We've agreed not to eat the honey, so they're okay.
Oh, phew.
Yeah,
Thanks, Chris.
and I have an anaphylaxis, pen in my sort
Oh, we're
of
all
pocket
good then.
here, so yeah, we're all good.
Wait a minute. I just see the third marker. There it is.
There,
There
over
it
there.
is.
Put all
Let's
three of them
go.
together and see what magic happens.
Okay,
Oh,
turns
Well,
into
here's
a
the key.
Look at that. It's a
It's
key.
a key.
A
Let's
key.
go find the
Now we can.
keyhole.
Yeah, now we
Phew,
can get
Let's get out
out
of here.
the beehive and celebrate and have some fun.
Oh, the bees don't want us to go. I'm gonna take my cloak
Yeah.
of invisibility and throw it over all of us so that we can. be-
Okay.
Yes,
Great.
please. Yeah.
That was
Are
an
we out?
anticlimax because you can't see
We're
us.
out. All right, let's celebrate.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! We
Who
did
won?
it, team.
And we were happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
End of game.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but were you in a beehive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you're in a beehive. I worship thee. I worship thee, all of you. On a scale of 1 to 10, that was a gazillion points. A gazillion points. That was an awesome game. Big hand. That was an awesome game. What did you love about the game, Berna? What did you love about the game?
What I love about it is that we were we were coming up with ideas, and somehow we were able to create that magical scenario where we were all superheroes with our own powers.
Yes, yes. What did you love about the game, Mona? What did you love about the game?
I love being a superhero, like having the imagination of being
Yes.
a superhero with a
Mm.
superpower.
Yes.
It's the imaginations, and yeah,
Did
we're
everybody
all
see
together
Mona?
in this
She was
space.
so into it. She was like, look, I'm flying. She goes, I'm flying. She was, what did
That's
you
my
love,
my superpower is flying. Yeah.
what did you love about the game, Chris?
I think everybody's guard coming out. That's what I like to see. Just playing, just being out there,
Yeah,
Mm.
doing
totally.
something. Yeah.
And Marie, bring us home, Marie, bring us home, take us home. What did you love about the game, Marie?
Well, it was the creative process of inventing a game together. And that's what children do all the time. They're always inventing games. And
Mm.
I've actually never been in an adult group where we invented the game. There was always the game was there and you played whatever the person who was in charge told you to do. And so
Mm.
inventing the game was really great. Yeah, that was wonderful.
And I want to truly honor all of you because this is only the second time in 15 years that I've tried that game online. And so I was a bit nervous coming here this morning. I wasn't sure how it would play out, but once the four of you arrived, I felt the vibe, I felt the good energy, and I knew that this would be a group that would do a lot of talking, do a lot of listening, bring the fun, be cooperative, and collaborate to create. What was the name of the game, Mona?
It was called Superheroes Beehive Maze.
Totally, totally. So Mona, tap here for good mental health. Tap here for positive workplace mental health. Tap here, Mona. Tap here. Tap, 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 tap. Berna, tap here, tap here, tap here, tap, 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 tap. And go for it, Chris. Tap here for positive mental health. Tap, 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 tap.
It was very elegant, Chris. I liked it.
Yeah, it's very elegant.
The only thing I could do to top that is Pinky.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta bring you to my workshops, Marie. It just, I think you're quicker on the laughter than I am. Our jokes, very good. Listen, thank you very, very much. My business is called Powerful Play Experiences, positive workplace mental health for teams. And it's all about pushing the message that we all can use more positive mental health. But the message comes through play. It comes through play. And because I believe that if we bring fun into the conversation and lighten it up and bring good energies and smiles and laughter, the conversation around mental health will be much more easier to digest and get comfortable with. And so, yeah, I'm all about mental health. I'm all about conversations, but I deliver that message through powerful play. And I'm going to give all of you a standing ovation, a standing ovation, a standing ovation. I'm going to send Marie a certificate for each and every one of you. And when you're all rich and famous, playing all these new games across this globe. Rich and Famous as a team. Remember me, the guy that got it started with you. That's all I ask. Just remember me. What did you love about today, Berna? What did you love about today? And we'll wrap it up. What did you love about today?
What I love about today is that I met new people from Canada, and I get to have some sort of like a team building virtual experience with them, which I haven't done in a while. Like, or I haven't. This is my first time to actually do it virtually, and it's fun.
That's the
It's
point.
fun. Yeah.
What did you love about today, Marie?
I just loved, Robert, the way you connected us all, that we feel like we know each other, even though it was a virtual experience, and that
Yes.
we got a chance to participate in something creatively. That was great. I love both of those things.
Mhm.
Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Berna. What did you love about today, Mona? And by the way, you rock, girl. You rock. The sinus thing, she stuck around and she made it happen. She gave great energy, flying around. She was cool. What did you love about today, Mona?
Well, thank you so much. I loved sorry, I loved pretty much everything, but the fact that I could relax and let go of whatever I'm working on at work today at the moment and enjoy this hour with you guys, and just being like a kid again, or acting like a kid and a younger person, and the group is amazing. They gave me the vibe, so they encouraged me to get into the mood, so that's fantastic. Of course, yeah, you pulled us together, Rob, so
No, you pulled each other together.
Yeah.
Just check in with Chris. He'll tell you. What did you love about today, Chris? Thank you, Mona. What did you love about today, Chris?
Just the importance that you got to break and you got to plan for periods of time like this, when you just play and you get animated and you use a different part of your brain. And I think, well, I'm a big proponent for mental health, and I know the pandemic has taxed us all. So we got to do this more often. Just program this, and as we come together with the in-person services, we're gonna definitely do that.
And you and I will connect. You're here in the city?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I'm over at the Meadows
Okay.
Community Rec Center. So
Perfect.
to drop by, I'm here all the time.
Yeah.
I don't work. I can't operate virtually. So
Yeah, no,
this is
we'll
where I
do
live.
that. We'll connect, and we'll have an awesome, fun conversation.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
And Mona,
appreciate
what's the company that you work with again, or that you're,
Clearstream Energy.
pardon me?
Clearstream Energy.
Clearstream Energy, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
you
what's
have the word
your role there?
energy. You have the
Yeah.
word energy in your business name.
Mhm.
Well,
What's your role there, Mona?
I'm an estimator. It's oil and gas projects.
Oil and
mostly.
gas estimating. Okay,
Yeah.
good to know. Yeah.
Which
People need to-
I just want to quick. I find that interesting, Mona, because you have great creativity, a wonderful sense of playfulness. She knows how to be in the moment despite challenges, i.e., her sinuses. But she works in the oil and gas industry as an estimator. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Very stressful.
Yeah,
Very-
and in part, because the role does not facilitate the playfulness of Mona to show itself. But as soon as it does, her stress comes down. So
Mhm.
something to think about, Mona, to see yourself in a work role that invites the playfulness, because that's when you're truly being your authentic self.
Also, we come having some sort of, regular chats to play with people, I think would be really great. So
Yes,
that's
yes.
one of my takeaways from this. I
Yes.
think we're going to have to end because
Yeah, you
people
bet.
are
Thank you,
dropping out
everybody.
like bees.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thanks, everybody,
Bye.
for joining us, and thank you, Robert.
You bet. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.